Hi, I'm Julie, and we're going to start seated, so come to a comfortable seat. I just want to encourage you to spend just a little extra time, so pause the video for this beginning segment to ground yourself and meditate just a little bit longer than we have time for today. So come to a comfortable seat. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. We're going to take Earth Mudra. So turn your palms up. Take your thumb to your ring finger and then straighten out the rest of your fingers. And just start to breathe. So Earth Mudra is a grounding mudra. So when things are chaotic and spinning in your life, in the world, we can sit and ground through our sits bones and take a mudra like Earth Mudra and then just start to breathe. So feel expansion in your ribs, your lower belly, maybe a lift in your collarbones, drop your shoulders. Bring your chin to the center in case it's lifted or dropped more towards your chest. And just close your eyes and breathe. Feel that you are held and supported. How important it is for you to practice right now. Not just the physical practice of yoga, but the other elements of yoga that involve not having control, loving, being patient, and just giving yourself the time to pause and breathe. Begin to open your eyes. Just open and close the eyes a couple of times to adjust to your surroundings. So we'll move slowly onto our backs. So lie down on your back. Grab your knees into your chest, give a squeeze, maybe a couple of rolls side to side, massage out the low back, maybe a couple of circles around the pelvis, both directions. We'll start by straightening the left leg on the mat. Dig the left heel into the mat. Interlace your hands on your right shin as you draw your right knee into your armpit. Drop the sits bones down and lower your shoulders from your ears. Breathe. You may feel a pinching sensation in your right hip flexor. Spread out and fan out the right toes. Inhale here. Exhale, supine twist, take your knee across your body, open your right hand toward the sky, and then bump the bottom hip to the center of your mat. If it feels comfortable in your neck, look toward your right hand, stretch your neck. I would also encourage you to hold these shapes a little bit longer. Maybe pause and hold. And then next inhale, draw your right knee into your armpit, give it a squeeze. Bend your left knee, put your foot on the floor. Reach for the outside of your right foot, half happy baby. You can bend and straighten, supine straddle, kick your heel toward the sky, draw your knee towards your armpit. And then half happy baby, pause, pull your right knee toward your armpit. Let the shoulder relax. Flex your right foot as if you're stomping your foot on the ceiling. Lengthen your neck. And then take this into figure four, supine figure four, right ankle atop your left thigh bone. Reach through that space you've created. Either grab behind your knee or interlace your hands on your shin. Draw your right knee forward, your left thigh bone toward your chest. Breathe. Beautiful outer hip opener. We store lots of past emotions in our hips, big muscles. So just breathe space into your right hip. Take one more breath here. Good. Release. Draw both your knees into your chest. We'll take all of that to the other side. Straighten your right leg, dig your right heel into the mat, interlace your hands on your left shin, draw your left knee towards your armpit. Relax the shoulders down out of your ears and lengthen your neck. Breathe. Feel your rib cage lift toward your thigh. One more breath here. On your exhale, supine twist, left knee across your body. Bump your hot bottom hip towards center to support your top hip. Open your left palm toward the sky. Drop left shoulder blade to the mat and breathe. Feel the twist in your spine, creating space in between your ribs. Turn your head wherever it feels comfortable in your neck. Inhale, draw your left knee back into the armpit. Give it a nice tight squeeze. Bend your right knee, put your right foot on the floor. Half happy baby. Draw your left knee toward your left armpit. Flex your left foot as if you're stepping on the ceiling. Breathe. Figure 4, take your left ankle on top of your right thigh bone. Reach between that space you created. Grab behind the knee, interlace hands on the shin. Draw your left knee forward, your left sits bone down, and spread across your collarbones. And release. We'll take a wide-kneed squeeze before we roll up. Grab behind your knees and rock and roll the length of your spine gently. Toes over your head, then toes toward the front of your mat. 2 or 3 times. On this last one, we'll pause with our feet off the floor in boat pose, Navasana. So I lift my heart toward my kneecaps, and I drop my shoulders and spread through my collarbones. So the option to stay here, or I can straighten my legs and still hold on. You can keep the hands underneath your knees or release your hands as well. Lift your heart and breathe. So we're not sinking in the low back, drawing belly button towards spine. Relax your shoulders and your jaw. Take another inhale here. Stay for your exhale. Good, and then grab behind the knees, bend your knees. Come to standing forward fold at the top of your mat. So round out your back at first. Let your head go toward the floor. Shake out your head, yes, no. Ragdoll pose. Grab opposite elbows. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart so you have a nice strong base of support. And then draw your belly button in and up to create space between your rib cage and the top of your hips. Let your head go. It's fine to swing around here or just hang in stillness. Wiggle your toes so you're not gripping the mat. One more breath here. I like to say in this shape that all my thoughts are spilling out my head, the weight of the world off my upper back and my shoulders. So just envision that on this last breath. Then let your fingertips land on the mat. Bend your knees generously to roll like a zombie arm, zombie head, all the way up to standing. Lift your fingertips up toward the sky. Inhale. Exhale, take a gentle back bend. Cactus your arms, lift your chest. Leave your pelvis neutral as you lift your heart and your gaze toward the sky, a little opening in your throat. Inhale, lift your fingertips back up, chin back to center. Hands through the center of your body, signifying balance as you forward fold over your legs. Let your head go. Next, inhale, half lift. Most of us hands on our shins. Draw the collarbones forward. Bring your hips over your ankles. Exhale, fold over your legs. Step your left leg back into a lunge pose. Lift your belly and your rib cage off of your front thigh and come up onto your fingertips and lengthen your spine. Press the ball of your back foot into your mat. Take an inhale here. Exhale, drop to your back knee, the top of your back foot so your toenails are on the mat. Draw your left rib cage forward as you inhale your fingertips toward the sky. Half moon pose. Drop your shoulders into their sockets, reach and breathe. Maybe lift your chin toward the sky. Exhale as you release your fingertips down toward the mat. We'll take half splits pose. So slide your left knee back as you slide your right heel forward. And then draw the right rib cage back, left rib cage forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your elbows and fold over your legs. Try to keep the spine long, the heart open, the shoulders relaxed. Maybe a bend in your front knee. Next, inhale, lift your heart. Come back to your lunge, so plant the sole of your right foot, curl under your back toes. Inhale here. Press your palms into the mat as you step back, plank pose, top of a push-up. Draw your shoulders over your wrist, power up your thigh bones, so turn on your quadriceps to lift your thighs, and then draw your collarbones forward. Take your gaze to the front edge of your mat. Fan out your fingers. This could also be forearm plank for you instead of plank on your hands. Good. Then come down to your knees, flip to the tops of your feet, bring your elbows towards your rib cage to lower all the way down to your belly. Once you arrive there, exhale your forehead. Inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra pose, lift your heart. Keep your elbows toward your rib cage. Loosen up your glutes, right, your butt muscles. And then exhale, let your forehead land on the mat. Curl under your toes, either press to plank or a tabletop or plank. Downward facing dog, lift your hips. Bring your feet hip distance, press your hands into earth, spread your fingers. Drop your elbows toward the floor and breathe. Press your chest back. Feel the stability of home base, downward facing dog. Feel earth under your hands and under your feet. Breathe space and length into your spine. Please feel free to bend your knees here if you need to get length in the spine. One more breath. Walk your feet to the top of your mat, forward fold when you get there. This time we'll take a gorilla pose, so lift one foot at a time, place your palms up underneath your feet. Let your forehead go. So you're looking between your shins now. Step on your hands. Wiggle your toes, work out the wrists. This is really good for carpal tunnel syndrome in your hands, also as much typing as we do on computers and phones. So really step on all 10 fingers if you can. Breathe. Next breath, just take one hand out at a time, fingertips to the mat. Slight bend in your knees as you roll all the way up to standing. Sweep your arms out and up. Take that lifted back bend one more time. Lift your chest, drop your tailbone toward the floor, spread fingers. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale through the center of your body, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step your left leg back into a lunge. Pause up on your fingertips with your rib cage lifted off your thigh bone. Inhale. Exhale down to your back knee, top of your back foot. Inhale, sweep your fingertips forward and up, crescent moon pose. Drop your shoulders in their sockets. Pull the right shoulder forward, left rib cage back. Breathe. Next, exhale, plant your palms. Half splits pose. Move your right knee back as you slide your left heel forward. Inhale, lift your heart towards your toes. Exhale, fold over your leg. Draw the shoulders down, collarbones forward. Breathe. Next, inhale, half lift. Plant the sole of your left foot, curl under your back toes, lunge. Plant your palms and once again step back to plank pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale, knees, tops of feet, elbows towards your rib cage, lower all the way down to your belly. So we'll take seal pose from here. Bring your hands off of the mat, a couple of inches off the mat, and then press into your hands, but leave a small bend in your elbows. Just a little side to side here. Drop your left shoulder toward your right hand. Twist. Inhale, press into your palms through center. Right shoulder dips toward your left hand. Inhale, back to center. Pause, drop your elbows. Draw your heart between your arms. Chin neutral, relaxed. Good. Exhale, lower down. Bring your fingertips under your shoulders, curl under your toes. Tabletop or plank pose. Downward facing dog. Bring your big toes to touch behind you. Press your chest towards your thighs, press the ground away. Inhale, lift your right heel toward the sky, spreading your toes. Point your right toes toward the mat. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Put your foot right down the middle of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale to warrior two. So drop to the inside edge of your back foot. Reach your arms over your head, lengthen your spine, and then fan out your fingers. As if you would take your wrists right over your ankles. Breathe. Sink into your front leg. Be sure your knee is over your ankle. From here, we'll inhale, reverse warrior. Stay in your front leg. Take your left hand to your right elbow tip to deepen this. You can stay in reverse peaceful warrior without this addition if you'd like. Breathe. Pull the bottom ribs in and reach up and over. Reverse peaceful warrior, so release the hand from the elbow. Extended warrior, place your right forearm on your right thigh. Sweep your left arm in front of your face, either bicep over ear, palm down, or just reach your fingertips toward the sky. Breathe. Drop the right sits bone down toward the floor, your tailbone towards your back foot. Peel the right rib cage toward your right thigh. One more breath here, inhale. We'll take reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg, let your left arm drip. Reach up with your right arm. And then exhale into triangles. Reach towards your right foot. Reach, 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 reach. And then right hand to shin, left fingertips toward the sky. Keep spinning the right rib cage toward the front. The tailbone toward your heel. Relax the left shoulder out of your ear. Beautiful. Warrior two. Lunge pose. Spin the back foot to the ball of the foot. Pause. Step back, plank pose. You can either lower all the way to your belly or halfway. Take upward facing dog or cobra. Lift your heart, press your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take that all to the left side. Inhale, bring your big toes to touch behind you. Lift the left heel toward the sky. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Sink your hips down. Drop your right hip lifting. Drop the right hip, press into your feet. Lift the rib cage off of the hips. Spread your fingers. Inhale, reverse warrior. If you took the up level, take your right hand to your left elbow, sink the hips down and side stretch. Press the back foot into the mat. Release that for a breath in reverse peaceful warrior. Extended warrior, left forearm to the thigh. Sweep your right arm in front of your body, either palm down overhead or right fingertips to the sky. Drop the right shoulder out of the ear. Press your right foot into the mat. Reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg as you reach your left fingertips to the sky. Drop your tailbone. Exhale, triangle pose. Right fingertips reach toward the sky. Use your feet. Feel your feet. Grow roots out of your feet. Warrior two. Bend into your front leg. Sweep your arms out. Back to lunge pose as you spin toward the front of your mat. Inhale to plank pose. Pause. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale as you bend your elbows and lower all the way down. Knees, chest, chin, or without knees. Last thing here, interlace your hands behind your back. Bring your wrists together, bound Shalabhasana. Let your forehead land on the mat. Exhale. Inhale as you lift everything. So lift your legs, lift your chest, peel it up. Either hands lift off of your low back or keep them on your low back. Chin neutral, spread your toes. Take another inhale here. Exhale as you release, child's pose. Bring your knees to the edge of the mat, big toes to touch. Reach your fingertips forward and let your head go. inhale out of Shavasana, come onto your back. We'll take Happy Baby. So bend your knees, grab the outside edges of your feet. If this is not accessible, grab your shins, draw your knees towards your armpits. Otherwise, grab the outside edges of your feet. Flex your feet like you're stepping on the ceiling. Some little rolls might feel good. Some straddle pose might feel good. Take another breath here. Draw your knees into your chest, giving yourself a squeeze. So draw the forehead toward the knees, wrap your forearms around your shin. Give yourself a loving hug of gratitude for your practice today, whatever you're grateful for. And final Shavasana. When you're ready to come out of Shavasana, just take your time slowly wiggling your fingers, your toes, roll out wrists and ankles, reaching your fingertips over your head, your toes toward the front edge of your mat. Draw yourself into a tight little squeeze as you roll up to your seat, where we will close. So we'll come back to our Earth Mudra, ring finger to thumb, and really press and then straighten out your other fingers. Just take a few breaths here to feel. And we'll bring our hands into prayer or balance at the center of our chest. I'm going to read a quote to you. So just close your eyes and breathe. The dark does not destroy the light, it defines it. It's our fear of the dark that casts our joy into the shadows. We'll draw our chin toward our fingertips in gratitude for our practice, in gratitude for all the blessings in our lives. We'll inhale, thumbs to third eye center, trusting our intuition. Exhale, we bow together. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful day.